In this video, we're going to show you how to install the ABS speed sensor on your Toyota Camry located behind your front wheels. Using a 21mm socket, let's loosen and remove our lug nuts. Now let's remove our wheel and set it aside. Now with the wheel removed, we went ahead and cranked it all the way out so you have access to the back side. Now the ABS wire comes down to the sensor itself in the knuckle. There's a 10mm bolt holding it in place. You can see it's all wet. We applied some rust penetrant in here to assist us in removing this component. Using our 10mm socket and our ratchet to loosen and remove this. You can use a wrench if you want to. Go ahead and remove that bolt. Now the sensor itself is where the wire goes in here, and this is just the mounting tab. So what we want to do is we're going to use our pliers, we're going to use a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to try and work this a little bit to loosen it. And that's what we want. We're trying to twist it gently. And as we're twisting now, we're going to try and work this out. Sometimes you can use a flathead screwdriver and get underneath the edge and work that up and out. We're able to go ahead and remove that pretty easily. Now what we want to do is just follow this wire up, and we're going to start to disconnect the harness itself. It's going to be a series of connectors and retainers here. Now I'm just going to use my trim tool here and want to pop this retainer off of our strut. Pop that out. We're going to follow this around. Now to better access the wiring on the front side, go ahead and grab the wheel assembly and crank that out. And you're going to have your key in the on position to be able to do this. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove this bolt. This here not only holds the ABS unit itself, but it holds the flexos for the brake. Follow this up and around. If you follow the wire around right to the inside here, there's going to be a 10mm bolt. We're going to use our 10mm socket and our 1/4" ratchet. Loosen and remove that. Now the harness itself runs up behind the fender liner, so you want to go ahead and get that trim tool ready to go. And when we use our trim tool, we're going to pop out a couple buttons here on our fender liner. Pop out the center section, and then as that comes out, get the base. Release that button. Pop out the center. After we remove the 2 plastic push pins, right up inside here is a 10mm bolt. Remove this button here. Now as we peel down the fender liner, the harness itself is right over here. There's a tab right here we have to push on to disconnect it, but sometimes they get stuck. Here it is. Now if you follow the harness up and around, there is a last retainer right here. Use a trim tool and pop that out. Go ahead and take your new harness. Gonna line that connector up that we just popped out. And go ahead and push that in. Let's go ahead and connect the connector. In the press it, you're gonna hear it and feel it connect. Go ahead and push that fender liner up into place. Now we want to go ahead and start to install the little plastic retainers. It doesn't matter in the order in which you do this. Good to install the screw in the upper portion of the liner. And then we'll go ahead and snug that down. There we go. Once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more. Make sure that's good and snug. Now we're going to start to run the wire down. And our bracket itself just needs to be positioned so that the little tab here fits inside this little spot on the frame. I'm going to line that up. Once we get that started, we're going to go ahead and snug that down. And once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more. Make sure it's good and snug. Now you want to go ahead and position the harness accordingly. This little tab here needs to line up. So line this up and it fits right into this notch right here. And don't forget to line up your flex hose right there. Install the bolt. Get it through both of them. Go ahead and get that started. And we'll go ahead and snug this down. And once that bottoms out, make sure that's good and tight. Go ahead and run the harness around. Go ahead and get this tab inserted. Snap that into place. Now we can go ahead and install our sensor. You do want to make sure that the port itself is clean of any debris, and ours is clean. So now insert our sensor. Should go in without any resistance. And then take your bolt, run that in. And then we're going to go ahead and gently snug that down. So it's bottomed out there. Just give it a little bit more, maybe a quarter turn. Now if you happen to have an ABS light on the dash, go ahead and use a scan tool, clear the code for that malfunctioning sensor, install your wheel, and go for a road test. Good, take your wheel, line it up. Let's get our lug nut started. Always start the lug nuts by hand. That'll prevent cross threading. Once we get them all started, we'll go ahead and zip them down. Now that we have them all started, we're going to snug them down gently. Do not over tighten. Let's get and torque down our lug nuts to 76 foot-pounds. It's best to do this in a crisscross or star pattern. And you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.